Or have like a redeem that's like, I'm just gonna like stare into your eyes or some shit. Please do that. I think that'd be great. Oh man, I'm gonna have some of my fucking drink too. Do I know you from somewhere? You might. You may recognize the hydrating raccoon in Discord. Let's see, caravan arrived. Oh my god, you guys are finally home. Oh yeah, those are my prisoners. I was wondering, I'm like, where the fuck's my prisoners? I only clicked on 7 then. I'm not clicking on Fur for some reason. Why wasn't Fur getting selected? Is she in a different batch? Maybe. She's itchy. That's great. You be itchy, love. Okay, so most of my animals are back. I should actually be culling some of the stuff that's actually out here on the wildlife. Yeah. Save that. Bring it all up. Everybody's home. Actually, I should save the fucking original one too. That way everything's saved up here. So I want to have a whole nother section of food areas. I know I don't have that much food in here, or at least it doesn't look like it. That's 26,000 fucking potatoes for you guys. 22,000 berries. There's a lot of stuff in here. There's just not... Let's see. Yeah, 38. It just doesn't look like a lot because I've got the deep stacks mod. It's one of the few mods that I can say is like worth it, at least for your fucking frame rate. I don't have any problems with that, thank God. I do get asked about it a fair bit, but I believe, based on the first few games that I've played where I didn't have it, versus now that I do have it, that is what's like helping a lot. What's it? Next stream is a hot tub stream. I already did hot tubbing Lava Giant last week, bless. Or is that what you're doing? Are you doing a hot tubbing this time? I don't think people can handle that. That's a bit much, man. That's like looking into the sun, but it's naked. Or at least mostly naked. That's too much. Let's see. Rose. Prisoner. Blah, blah, blah. How's your prisoner stats going? Now to 6. Run! Run, little alpaca! Run! It's slowly dying. What is it? Its head's got a gunshot. Its right, left leg's got a gunshot. Its whole body's got blood loss. I mean, it will stop bleeding on its own eventually. One way or another. I was gonna say, I'm like, it's not gonna heal itself back up, but I mean, it will get destroyed. Let's see. Rose is hogging this one. Food binge. Levy is having a food binge. It's fine. You can do that. Okay, let's get these guys fucking kitted up with reduced resistance. So we got Falcon. We've got... What else we got? We got Falcon. We got Borota. Fucking crab. My prison now has crabs. So that's hilarious. Oh man, I was working on him. Fucking hell. Rose is one of mine. She's got a different color too. Chalky mate, calm down, yeah? Come back here, you. Alright, so I do need to plant all my crops, and they are doing that, which is great. What have we got up here? We got Campbell, Prisoner, let's see, reduce that. All these guys have basically been out. I don't know if they get talked to when they're traveling. That's something I don't know. Also, we had a pretty good fucking discussion about whether or not transport pods complete quests, for like when a quest asks you to provide a certain amount to trade, and whether or not they send the remaining stuff out to your base or not. And if any like regular fucking RimWorld players have any like sentiments on that or experience with that, I'd love to hear it. Because I have no idea if I built a transport pod and launched all my gear for quests to an ally faction, would it complete the quest and would I get my reward items sent to me upon completion? Because if that's the case, I don't have to be sending out fucking caravans. And yes, this may sound a little noobish, but at the same time, like, I don't know everything about the game. I know enough to keep a large enough fucking colony alive, but I don't know everything. And a lot of people play with a variation of mods that would definitely expand the overall, like, understanding of like features and shit. So worth asking. So drop everything. Look at my animals fucking run in here and steal the food. Like, you think these bastards are hungry or what? I'm planting you guys some chow right now, yeah? And I'm also using hydration pumps to get these areas I will actually, hold up, give me the floors. Give me the floor. And get that going. Because what I want to do is I want to turn this all into a hay room. And I've had to get out the hydration moisture pump things to actually get this going. Like this one's almost done. This one's almost complete. When it finishes, it will be out to here. And when this one does it, it'll overlap with it. What are these last messages, Bless? What did convince her to do? Oh, he wasn't asking me to hot tub naked. He's planning to do a hot tub fucking stream naked, was what we were talking about. Was like it would be too much. Like it's like looking at the sun, Shadow. Also, welcome in, man. It'd be like looking at the sun if Bless did a stream while fucking hot tubbing, being basically naked. Like nobody's eyes are prepared for that much, like fucking perfection. I think that's the best way to say it. Is like, you know, you kind of like you almost need some level of imperfection to just be able to like mentally process it. That's the way I see it. This room can finally fucking regrow. I see you, little cat, milling around. They had this broken all fucking winter, so I lost that room. One's doing all right. My batteries are doing good. Other batteries are doing good. These ones are strained. The hell's going on down here that's got you so strained? It could be the cremation things, honestly. There is a corpse right there. A headless dude. Have no shame. Look, if you're like confident and like proud of yourself and stuff like that, like, you know, that's awesome. Like, not everybody is or can be proud of themselves or other people or comfortable with shit. But like, yeah, if you fucking got it and you're comfortable and shit, good on you. Like, yeah. It's like how like I'm fucking shy in certain ways, but other ways I don't give two shits about. Like if I fuck up and jump off a cliff in a game, like I'm not really embarrassed. It's funny. It's not embarrassing, but like if I have to sing in front of somebody, that's embarrassing. It's not funny. As a moose, kind of like how I got to put a filters on so you can actually bear the power of the stash. Yes, we cannot harness the fucking stash. Like you almost need a little tiny, you almost need like a little tiny little like face mask over your mustache, so people can like just deal with it, Moose. I think it'd be too much. It's like that, like, I don't know, 70s, 80s, like, dad mustache type thing that was all the fucking rage. It still is. It's still pretty fucking good. The funniest thing is, like, I don't know, I grew up with people that had, like, fucking similar stashes to that, so I think I can appreciate it so deeply. It's quite funny. Oh, you're the one that I missed. This is why I come back and like click around in everybody, because like I actually need to know if I missed somebody or not. But yeah, I still find it funny when in Discord, Moose, I'm like checking to like see who's like said something, and I'm like, the mustache is your picture. And like I remember for a while you had more of like a photo, an overall photo kind of thing. So my mind is looking for that color and that type of image to spot you. And then I see the mustache, and then I'm just like thrown off. I'm fully thrown off, and I'm like, there's another stash in here, or there's two of them kind of thing. And I'm like, oh no, wait, that's Moose, still Moose. All good, Snut. Yeah, I should be able to get my prisoners down. I actually thought when I fucking loaded in that maybe I had already like tamed them all, but I forgot they were on the way here. Maybe fine. We'll have, where's my thing? We will have, once I get them, 167 people. All right, so a few animals got the plague. I'm wondering if Gat gave that. It'd be funny if that's possible. If we were to, be instantly blinded by bath stream, isn't that automatic censoring kind of neat? Sort of. I do wonder, though, whether or not the bots are powerful enough to still view it. Like, are they immune to raw awesomeness? Like, there's probably a defining level of visibility. Like, it's probably just, like, a blur for them, maybe? Like, we get absolutely, like, blinded, like, looking into the sun, but, like, the bots just see, like, a halo of, like, less outlined body just glowing. That's what it is. Grasshopper's got inspiration. Let's get this thing. I know it doesn't have... Oh, I made fueled stoves. Tell you what. All these, they can cancel. I didn't realize I made so many fueled stoves. Also, I somehow canceled the floor. I didn't do that. Okay, I will still allow, like, there's a couple, I think, up here. How's electricity on this half? Hold up, where is the batteries? There. They can handle a few more. Where's a powered stove? That's what I thought I built. But maybe not. Come in here. Put that there, put that there. That is building a fueled one. A fueled one there. That's fine. I could deal with that. I don't mind the idea of having at least a couple of fueled stoves in here. They rely on my colonists actually harvesting wood and taking wood to it. So I don't want a lot of them. I do want them to be able to walk in here. But in the event of a power outage, I have got 4 already in here. So they can still run. Food can still be made. It is very important with a massive colony to have the ability to make food all throughout the year. Franklin has reached the biological age of 55 and now he's got a bad back. Right. Mate. I think I got my bad back at like fucking 25. Like, I feel like 55 is like an overstatement for this day and age, you know? We just need to hunt gators shirtless for a stream. Yes. You know what? Even if you're just holding on to one while you're streaming for no other reason than like for it to be there, please do it. I think that would be enjoyable. Yeah. I mean, like, blessed streams and shit like that, they're pretty good anyway, because, like, yeah, like, the way you play and stuff like that, it's interesting. I also love how, like, with, was it DayZ, I think was the one. Was it DayZ or is it Tarkov that has, like, all the signs are in, like, Russian, and you can fucking read them anyway. So you can find a way around the map, and other people are, like, lost. Because I think you said it was Tarkov. I feel like it was DayZ. I'm gonna move some of these out. I know that this room is, like, apparently extremely impressive. You know what I should have done is I should have moved some of those out just to have, like, the spare space. But it's fine. We don't need space. The only thing I thought about doing is stealing a couple of these statues. Apparently it's slightly dirty. Turn that back off. Alright, I am going to take a few of these statues because, let's be honest, that room is really slow to move through. I'm going to chalk up the front foyer. Yes, I'd like to say it that way today. With random ass statues. We've got a couple of big ones in there. It is DayZ. I was wondering. See, 2. I don't have a second one. 2 should be fine. Yeah, I was pretty sure it was DayZ because I got to, like, Tarkov, I usually only got to listen to you doing stuff because I think you used to stream in and around roughly the time that I was streaming. So I was usually, like, editing, and I can listen. I could usually listen when I'm editing, but I can't usually watch a stream. And whereas DayZ was way after my stream, and I was able to watch, like, heaps of it, which was really great. It was nice to actually sit there and fucking watch and interact and shit. It's so hot you're bathing in your own sweat. Yeah, I did hear that. Who was it? I think Depthcore was talking in Discord about, like, how it's basically, like, fucking mentally hot. So you guys, I don't think you're on, like, the same region, but you must be roughly on, like, the same kind of, I guess, part of the fucking country or earth or whatever the fuck you want to, like, narrow it down to, that, like, you're in the same area of, like, heat. That reminds me, I should check in on our acquaintance in fucking London. They just moved over from fucking Australia, and they said that it was going to be, like, record high heats and shit this week. Kind of forgot. They're probably doing fine, though. Australia is generally fucking dry hot. And when we do get, like, the humid hot, it's usually after a massive storm. So we get, I don't know if anywhere else kind of gets this, but because we're tropical, at least being, like, on the outer parts of Queensland and stuff, you get really, really bad storms, right? And when the storms come through, after the storms pass, it's absolutely dead. There's no breeze. There's just scalding hot, damn hot sun, plus you know, the moisture in the ground from all the rain that's just like basically steaming us, and you can't escape it. There's no shade, there's no reprieve from the heat. It's fucking awful. But we only get that with like the really, really big storms. The rest of the time, it's not so bad. Like you get dry heat, and I could do really good with dry heat. I actually do exceptionally well with dry heat. It's more like when it's humid and or like I don't know, not so much like has to be humid, but like even if like you're stuck in somewhere and the air just gets uncomfortably warm. Yeah, I really can't fucking deal with that. I looked at the time zones, either European or Egyptian, both check out in terms of hotness. Yeah, I would gather based on like Twitch stats and stuff like that, probably possibly Egyptian. Twitch does tell me like post stream where people have like clicked in from, which is very cool. Like it doesn't specify how many people have like clicked in from whatever countries, but it is kind of cool that it does have that feature. I always wanted to have, you know, one of those like little regional things where it shows like how many people from each country like that you guys can like click on and see. Not for me specifically, but just out of interest for you guys, because I think that would be a novelty. But apparently it's a lot more effort to fucking set up than I thought it might have been. Maybe I'm just looking at the more basic, difficult ones, perhaps. Not sure. I'm going to see what's in my storage. I'm pretty much fine that all my prisoners be fine. The hell was that noise? That you? Possibly. I heard something. Now, I do actually have, like, guns and stuff, and I'm pretty sure a lot of my people have actually lost them. I do have to send them in and actually get themselves all guns. I have to wait for this shit to fuck off so I can actually, like, click the top of my screen. We have heaps of things. Let's get down here. There we go. Lots and lots of wild boars. So we are on the 35-degree streak for a week. Only 2 storms and only in the night. Damn. We get... Who's needing treatment? Our nighttime storms are not so bad. It's just the lead up to a storm. The lead up to a storm is always really unbearably hot. And you could tell it's going to storm that night. Like, you just know. Alright, you lot, stop fucking around. Let me get to whoever's the first person in this list, yeah? Lumi, thank you. Got visitors. They want to trade. Okay, we'll do that, and then I'll get people fucking stuff. See, Labia. No, that's Legrand. Yes, that thing did explode and catch on fire. You, come up here and do a trade. I don't really know what humid heat is, so can't compare, really. Yeah, it's, basically, you could kind of create it by, running a shower nice and hot and shutting the room, but not actually being in the shower. And, like, actually, like, you know, without, like, the concept of actually wasting the fucking water involved in this, would be, like, just letting it get as fucking hot as possible. Also, basically, like, putting an actual heater or something in that room to, like, ramp up the heat. It gets hot, and it's just, like, muggy and uncomfortable. My mufflos, you guys. Been 40 to 46 degrees constantly. Damn. God damn. That is very high, Moose. Are you guys going to be alright? There is one of those. Oh, Voz. Voz, mate, you're right. And 10 is what it is in Fahrenheit. Yeah. I looked up for when it gets to about 50 degrees Australian. And I think it was like 110 or 120 Fahrenheit or something. Can you rescue him? He's not going to make it if you guys leave him there. Yeah. Was it? Picked a bad time to grow my hair out. So did Nick. Nick's also growing his hair out at the moment, actually. And it's starting to warm up already. I don't think it's going to be long enough to put up by the time it actually gets warm. Yeah, I think... Is it where do you live in an oven? Look, it's like that in Australia too. She can't talk properly because of poor health, but she can negotiate like 21 something fucking %. Well over 50 degrees Celsius here. Damn. That's pretty consistent. Even like your winter is hot, isn't it? Because where did you say you were? You're Arizona, right? Blessed, you're in Arizona, aren't you? Because I fucking remember Arizona is basically like there is no winter, like constant around the year, fucking consistently hot. Yeah. I could only fucking compare that to like North Australia, Northern Territory, sorry. That would be probably the equivalent for us here. It doesn't really get cold up there. It's basically like not exactly extreme desert. It's not fucking far off it. You cannot go bush unless you're fully fucking experienced or have like good guides and lots of supplies and shit up there. Your tolerance to mountain-borne fucking pole ends. 25 degrees. Damn. I cannot even imagine 50-degree heat. I can, unfortunately, because we get it every so often. Temple Wolf Revenge, that's okay, it's just one. Yeah, we get 50-degree heats or over 50-degree heats in some summers. That's when shit melts. Like your shoes melt outside. What else? You get like equipment failure. People literally like pass away. Especially people with like medical conditions and shit. If they're not medical conditions, elderly and extremely like young people like pass away really quickly. Especially if they can't get like shade or cannot get into like a cooled area and stuff. It's pretty bad. If you can get to like water sources like fucking the ocean and shit like that, it's just hot anyway. So you're hot going into something that's hot and it's not really that refreshing. But honestly, I don't actually mind when it's like that. I prefer it than the fucking ocean being ice fucking cold and everything else being hot, because like nobody really wants to walk into like crotch deep water that's fucking freezing, you know? Nobody wants a cold crotch. It's high desert. Our winters don't usually freeze, but it's decently cold for us. That's fair. Yeah, I was wondering about that because, yeah, desert areas are like that. Yeah, we're starting to get some fucking sterile tile in this area. Funny thing is, I'm looking to move soon. So what I was looking at was somewhere up here. I want to move somewhere up in here. Sometime soon. Once I've got a bit more food, I think. So that's like flat. What have we got? Terrain and stuff. We're setting shit on fire constantly. That's slate limestone. There's nothing really wrong with that area. It's like 17 to 24 degrees. It's kind of good growable. Could be a little bit on the chilly, but it's not like freezing. It's not like too hot. Limestone and granite. The marble, slate, and granite though. That could be it. That one there. That could be the spot. That's probably where I'm going to end up. Get back here. Who's starving and why? Chalky, you're having a mental break. I can't help you with that. The continental climate, huh? Every summer, my urge to move to Norway is at its peak. I actually have so many fucking family that every summer they travel to somewhere fucking colder, and every winter they travel to somewhere warmer. They never fully experience a proper year of climate shifting, right? Like, you know, seasonal change. Like they never experience it. They stay in like a perpetual like tepid warmth, more or less, all year round. And I get it. If they can fucking afford to live that way, fine, they could do it. It's pretty cool that they could do it. But like, I could only imagine the 1 or 2 times where they actually get stuck and can't fucking travel and actually have to deal with winter. And I'm pretty sure that actually happened during COVID. And just like the constant bitching about like winter was kind of, not gonna lie, a bit funny. I was like, yes, this is what we generally deal with. Get me some berries. What was that? Oh, this shit's... You guys are blowing up my goddamn wind turbines, guys. Fucking hell. Need to not be doing that. Also, this needs to extend out a bit on both, or otherwise I'm going to not have wind power down here. Get some more wood for this location. That would also be what's also helping set it on fire, is the fact that I have wood behind it. I could have chosen stone. but I did not have it at the time. That's fine. I'll go down here and see how this is going, because I was building up this one, but I don't have steel. So something that I do need, and it is spring, is I do need steel. What are you guys doing? I'm also going to need to turn off some of these machines soon. I know they're doing their research and they're doing graded and shit, but I actually need as many fucking cooks and other people and stuff as I can get. See, I've got a few different outfits. I don't really want to sell those. This is interesting. It actually says what it does. So for even just like, click on any of them. So Vitals Monitor does medical 10 quality offset. It's plus 7% interactive. Immunity gain speed factor is plus 2% interactive. Surgery success chance factor is 5% plus fucking interactive. So basically, just having these nearby next to a proper hospital bed like helps it. The fire spreading range is 2. Yeah. It does not help that up there had like all that wood around those things. Hold up, I just remembered I'm supposed to be giving people, not the lamp. The lamp can get its own. Come on, fuck off thing. So thank you. I hate when the notifications block people, because most people do not have their pawns go past like here to about here, right? It's like maybe 10. So this never blocks it, because I've got like fucking 160 odd. Like it blocks it. What is that doing out there? That's silver. Okay, can somebody smell? Hold on. Where would that be? Is that my machining table, I believe? Somebody's not doing their job. Let's see. I think it's possibly a smelter. Smelt weapons, smelt apparel. What's on the deal for this? It's non-bicoded stuff of any quality. So yeah, this should be smeltable. Although it is silver. So maybe they're just not doing it. Doesn't matter. If it ends up like loitering around long enough and it's in the radius, which I believe it might be. What was it? Down here. Phoenix, can you not choke on your fur for like 1 minute? I'm like, I just hear this cat's like grooming itself in the background, and next minute I hear like this like random gag noise, and I'm like, okay, that happened. Yeah, I think that could be in the radius. It might not be. But that'll be okay. Phoenix does not have long fur either, by the way. It's very short, so it's more likely that he's got fur up his nose and he sneezed. But it's still kind of funny. Let's see, what was I gonna do? Guns! Holy fucking hell. Let's try this for like 8th time. Those animals are doing alright. Corn's growing. Let's see. You. Let's see where the fuck is my... There we go. Inventory stuff. Alright, so you don't need a gun. You do, probably. Now you're pacifist. Let's see. Come on. Next 2, 3. There we go. We're out of the blocked area. Oh my god. Never choked on cat fur, have you? It's probably a good thing to have on your list that you haven't done. Bless. Please tell me that it isn't on your list to be done. I also know that somebody's just like done a spit take at their drink with like the implication of what like cat fur might also imply. But it's not that, people. I did choke on dog fur though. Do not recommend. Man, the funniest thing is like with Phoenix, because he's got like such like overly short fur and stuff. Like whenever he like comes and stands next to me, I normally like just like basically it's not even like biting or nipping or anything like that, but I basically just like close my mouth on like the edge of his ear tip and stuff, and I never have any problems with that, thank god. But like I'm also lucky like his ear fur is like super fucking minute. I remember when I was a kid, I don't know what it was, but one of my cats bit me when I was growing up, and my immediate response was to bite them back. And in the process of doing so, I of course got an entire fucking mouthful of fur that was unnecessary. But amazingly enough, the cat never actually bit me again. It was just like one of those fucking learning curves for each other. Cats are furry, and I bite back. I don't know, cross the cat off my list a while ago. God damn, bless. I have some more of my fucking drink. Yeah. You've already got a weapon. So we'll take a little bit to go through everybody. I'm hoping that like they can just calm their tits for a minute and let me like get through this without some kind of crisis, somebody getting down, some kind of plague, some kind of fucking raid, so I can actually like get people some fucking weapons in here. I'm just trying to remember how I actually normally say that phrase. No, I just said like calm your